How's it going, everybody? Paul Corbett here. We are on location in Foxborough, Massachusetts to cover an important topic, and that is Chapter 115. I am joined by the Veteran Service Officer for the town of Foxborough, Ali Rodriguez. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Of course, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So with everything that's going on right now, there's a lot of people who are out of work. They're worried about a lot of financial things.
Sure.
But one of the cool things, we just covered the welcome home bonus, which is a great benefit. But another benefit that not everybody knows about in the state of Massachusetts is Chapter 115. So if you could explain to the audience what Chapter 115 is.
Sure. So MGL, Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 115, is a needs-based program that will help qualified veterans with their shelter, fuel, food, medications, other prescriptions, Medicare Part B, we reimburse. And it's a really neat program. Massachusetts is actually the only state in the entire union that has this program. And it is needs-based, so you do have to have an income and asset level. But Department of Veteran Services Massachusetts has relaxed that a little bit, and we are fast-tracking applications. Normally, you would need 3 months bank statements, your DD-214, a rental agreement, or your mortgage, paperwork if you're on Social Security, all of that, and we, take it up to Boston, and then they approve it. But now, most towns across the Commonwealth are just taking their ID or 214 and maybe 3 months bank statement or shelter agreement, and then collecting the paperwork afterwards, because DVS is also running on a limited crew. So I encourage all veterans, if you think you qualify, to absolutely walk into your town hall, talk to your veteran service officer, and apply. You might be surprised.
And so exactly what does Chapter 115 cover?
So it covers prescriptions, all your prescriptions from a doctor. You turn in your receipts, we will reimburse that money to you. Your Medicare Part B, it's like $146 or something, we will reimburse that as well. We can pay you back for your fuel. How many people are in your home is dependent on the amount that you get. So no single veteran gets the same amount. It's not, like your disability benefits, where if you're 20%, you get 20%. Right. So no veteran makes the same amount of money. Some veterans qualify for medical only, so they don't get the fuel allowance or the shelter allowance, but we will pay their Medicare and their prescriptions. So it covers all of that, and then people can, but you have to turn in the receipts though. Like, you can't just say, hey, listen, I paid $700 for, whatever medication. You do have to turn in receipts. Okay.
And so you had brought up a shelter allowance. Can you speak about that for a second?
Sure. So shelter meaning the place that you live, not a homeless shelter. We take in what your mortgage is or what your rent is, and we take how many adults live in that home. We put in some calculations, and then that's the magic number. And we take in all your income, all your assets, plug in the formula, and then that's what your amount would be. So again, I can't give you a number because nobody has the same amount.
And so you had said, like you've said a couple of times, every veteran's situation is very unique.
Sure.
And with that being the case, is there a certain amount of time in which a veteran and their family can utilize the program? Is it like up to a year, or is it for as long as it's needed for?
Nope, for as long as you need it. We've had veterans and their spouses apply, and we give them a check each month, and the veteran dies, and the widow will still collect the Chapter 115 check, as long as she's qualified, as long as she doesn't have a second house in Miami, so if she's under the income, and he too, because spouses, widows, widowers, they will still be on Chapter 115. We don't cut anybody off unless they are uncompliant. So we do a recertification program once a year. It's usually in January, where we ask for all the paperwork. I'm going to need 3-month bank statements again. I'm going to need your new Social Security letter. We'll ask for all the documentation, plug it in, and then if they're still qualified, they still get the checks.
And so if a family, say there is a widow out there of someone who had served in the military. Did that veteran or did the family have to be in the program before the veteran becomes deceased, or they can apply before and after, it doesn't matter?
Correct. So you don't have to be still married or on the Chapter 115 program before the veteran is deceased. If he passes or she passes away before, then the veteran, the spouse will absolutely still qualify.
Okay. And so you'd said earlier that in order for someone to apply, they need to come in and see their veteran service officer. Is it something they can do online, or they have to do it through their own township or city?
They cannot do it online. The information is online, so they can see what each town requires, but they have to file in person because there is the application and then the support and documentation. And then we just want to get to know our veterans. We want to know if there's, perhaps they don't qualify because they're just over the income limit, but they still need groceries. So we would give you a gift card to a grocery store. So it's so important to go see your VSO. You should definitely know who your VSO is, either by name or by face, and where they're located, because it's not just 115 we do. We do a lot. And so the application process should absolutely be done in person.
Well, I'll definitely have a chat with you again here on the podcast about some of the other stuff veteran service officers can do and are doing for veterans and their families. I thank you very much for being on the podcast.
Sure.
To the audience out there, look down in the description below. We will have a ton of information about Chapter 115, how you can utilize the benefits, some links and what have you. Again, Allie, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next time.